Welcome to the deep dive.
Hello.
Today we're venturing into a real classic, Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities.
Oh, absolutely. A story that just keeps speaking to people, doesn't it? Even now.
It really does. We've got a summary here, and, well, the plan is to really dig into its main ideas, what makes it tick.
Kind of a quick path to understanding why this book, written way back in 1859, still feels so relevant.
Exactly. And it's huge, isn't it? One of the best-selling books ever. That alone tells you something.
Mm-hmm. It throws you right into 18th century London and Paris, tumultuous times.
Yeah, serious social upheaval. And against that backdrop, Dickens weaves this intricate story about two families.
The lives get all tangled up.
Right. There's love, loss, secrets, even murder. But underneath it all, it feels like a deep look at history, right and wrong, and just how people connect.
Or disconnect. It's all in there.
Okay, so let's dive in. Where do we start?
Well, the summary points to the title of the first part, Recalled to Life. And that phrase isn't just a title, it's a recurring theme, really. A major one.
Okay, like with Dr. Manette, the Bastille story.
Exactly, Dr. Alexandre Manette. He's released after, 18 years locked away in the Bastille?
18 years? It's hard to even imagine.
Right. And he's broken, understandably. Physically, emotionally, just shattered.
So recalled to life is his journey back.
It really highlights, the human spirit's ability to endure, maybe.
Yeah.
And his daughter, Lucie, she's key.
Just helps him heal.
Absolutely vital. It's this slow, fragile process of him regaining his sanity, his connection to the world. It's a real rebirth fueled by her love, that connection.
That's powerful. But it's not just him, right? The summary mentions others being recalled.
No, not just him. Think about Charles Darnay. He keeps narrowly escaping death during the French Revolution.
Ah, right. Multiple close calls.
Yeah, constantly facing execution. Each escape is like, another chance at life. Another recall, in a way.
Okay. And Sidney Carton, he fits in here too.
Oh, definitely. Sidney Carton. His transformation is maybe the most profound example of this recalled to life idea.
Because he starts off so cynical, wasted potential.
Totally. Brilliant lawyer, but just drowning in cynicism and, booze. Seems resigned to it.
But something changes him.
It's his love for Lucie, ultimately. It sparks something. It's not instant, it's gradual.
A slow burn kind of change.
Yeah, exactly. But by the end, his actions show this incredible capacity for change, for finding meaning, even redemption, when you thought someone was completely lost.
So what's the big takeaway from this recall to life theme for us, you think?
I think it's fundamentally about hope. That's the underlying message.
Yeah.
It suggests that, no matter how stuck you feel.
In old habits or mistakes.
Right. Or just circumstances, there's always that possibility for real change, for renewal.
Kind of redefine yourself.
Exactly. To be recalled from maybe despair or just apathy into something more purposeful.
It's a strong message. Never too late. Okay, so moving on. The summary talks about a second idea, the golden thread. What's that about? Parallels? History.
Precisely. The golden thread. Dickens is just masterful at weaving these parallels through the whole story. It creates this sense of interconnectedness.
Like Carton and Darnay looking so alike?
That's the most obvious one, yeah. Sidney Carton and Charles Darnay. Physically, almost identical, but their lives. Totally different tracks, at least initially.
It's like they're two sides of the same coin, almost.
Kind of, or two possibilities, and it goes deeper than looks. The summary notes how both Lucie and Darnay are disconnected from their fathers, though in very different ways.
Right. Lucie's father was locked away, presumed dead. And Darnay, he actively rejected his family name and legacy.
Exactly. Different circumstances, but a shared theme of that paternal disconnect.
Interesting. And this applies to the cities, too. London and Paris.
Mm-hmm. Big time. You see echoes in the societies themselves. London and Paris, different places, different problems on the surface, maybe.
But underneath,
both are struggling with huge inequality. The rich versus the poor. That tension is palpable in both cities, and it's what eventually explodes in France.
And the imprisonment theme comes back too, doesn't it?
It does. Dr. Manette, then later Charles Darnay, both unjustly imprisoned. It's like suffering repeats itself, or at least echoes, across time and place in the novel.
Dickens sets this up right from the start, doesn't he? With those famous opening lines.
Oh, yeah. Unforgettable.
Yeah.
The best of times, it was the worst of times. Our source highlights that. It immediately throws you into a world of contrasts, of duality.
Things being opposite but also linked.
Exactly. It says something profound about how complex any time period is, ours included. You always have these extremes coexisting.
So these parallels, How does understanding them help us in our lives?
Well, the insight, I think, is that whatever you're dealing with,
Personal stuff, work, wider world problems.
yeah, anything, chances are someone somewhere, sometime, has faced something similar. History, other people's experiences, they hold lessons.
So look for the patterns.
Right. Look for those parallels. Engage with history. Listen to others. It can give you perspective, maybe strategies, and just that feeling that you're not navigating it alone. History doesn't repeat exactly, but the patterns are often there.
That makes sense. Okay, so the final big theme our summary highlights is the fulfillment of sacrifice. Sounds intense.
It leads to the climax, yeah.
Yeah.
The final act is called The Track of a Storm, which is pretty fitting.
This is where Darnay gets into real trouble in France.
Right. He goes back trying to help someone but gets arrested just because he was born an aristocrat, even though he renounced it all.
The revolution just sweeps him up.
Totally. And even when Dr. Manette uses his own past suffering as a Bastille prisoner to get him freed initially.
It doesn't last.
Nope. He's rearrested almost immediately, condemned to the guillotine. The situation looks completely hopeless.
And this is where Sidney Carton steps in.
This is Carton's moment, his ultimate act. He finds a way to switch places with Darnay in the prison,
Knowing he'll be executed instead.
knowing full well it's an incredible act of self-sacrifice.
So moving. The summary mentioned his final words inspired a scene in The Dark Knight Rises. That's some impact.
It really is. His final thoughts. They're just incredibly powerful.
Can you share them?
Yeah, as he's waiting, he thinks, it is a far, far better thing that I do than I have ever done. It is a far, far better rest that I go to than I have ever known.
Wow.
It just perfectly captures that sense of peace, of purpose he finds in that final act. A complete contrast to his earlier life.
It really makes you think about sacrifice.
Yeah.
Obviously, most of us aren't facing that kind of choice.
No, thankfully.
So how does this lesson apply more broadly?
Well, like the summary says, sacrifice isn't always about giving your life, but the core idea holds.
Giving something up for others.
Yeah. Willingly giving up something valuable could be time, comfort, resources, even ego to help someone else. That act can bring this really deep sense of meaning, maybe a fulfillment you wouldn't find otherwise.
But the intention matters,
Right.
right? And who benefits?
Absolutely crucial. The intention behind it and making sure it actually helps. It's not just about the giving, but the why and the impact.
So looking beyond yourself to find purpose in helping others, that's a powerful nap to end on.
It really ties it all together. A Tale of Two Cities leaves us with these big ideas. You can always be recalled to life. There's wisdom in seeing the parallels around us. And there's profound meaning in selfless acts.
You definitely see why it's stuck around as such a classic. These insights about people, about society,
Yeah,
they still hit home.
they really do. It makes you think about history, about the good and bad in people, about suffering, but also about amazing compassion. It's all there.
So maybe a final thought for everyone listening. As you think about this deep dive, where do these themes resonate in your own life?
Yeah. Where might you be looking for transformation? Or what lessons could the past or others' experiences offer you right now?
And is there a city in your own world, a situation, a challenge that feels like it's on the edge of change? Maybe needing some courage or even a small sacrifice?
Definitely food for thought.
It is. Well, thanks for joining us on the deep dive.